I come to you today to just discuss an issue. By now, you have most likely seen all over the news, because it's also gone viral, an image of an IDF soldier with a sledgehammer destroying a crucifix of Jesus in a Christian village in southern Lebanon. And what I want to do is unpack this a little bit, because this is no doubt going to be hijacked. First and foremost, a couple things that we all know. Every single nation in this world has fallen people in it, bad apples, and people who will do things out of hurt, anger, recklessness, and so forth. And so Israel, of course, they're going to have bad apples in Israel. And also, I want to bring up the fact that what is going to be conveniently left out of this conversation by those who oppose Israel, the haters, the anti-Semites, they will leave out the fact that this photo came about and was brought to the attention of the media by the IDF. The IDF released this image and has condemned it and is doing a full investigation. So we don't know the identity of the photographer, who no doubt would be an Israeli soldier, or the Israeli soldier with the sledgehammer. It's a terrible and shameful image. But what we do know is that the IDF, in full transparency, has released this image and is investigating it and has condemned the action, even to the point of saying the statue will be fully refunded and restored, and that Israel also protects all faiths, and one of those faiths being Christianity. Let's look at, just for a moment, the Christian population of Israel. The Christian population of Israel is the only Christian population that is fully protected under law and growing and can worship in public out of the whole Middle East. Israel is the only nation where Christians have full rights and freedoms, just like Jews, Muslims, every citizen of Israel. So I myself, as a Christian, head a Christian amutah, a Christian not-for-profit. We are public. We have signage. We go all over the nation. We work with mayors, social workers. We work with rabbis. We work with people in the Knesset. We have connections in Magen David Adom and Zaka, and it goes on and on and on. People trust us to come in and meet with children in their schools, and we work with teachers and principals. Israel is an amazing nation that protects Christians, celebrates them, allows all of their places of worship to exist unmolested, unassaulted. And when some bad apples in Israeli society do something out of line, it is condemned by Israel. And the anti-Israel people love to latch on to these things. And then what they do is they inflate it. And they say, see, all Jews, or see, all Israelis, which is code word for Jews. All Israelis oppose Christians. All Israelis do this, or what their meaning is, all Jews. This is anti-Semitism, anti-Zionism, which is anti-Semitism. And yet it is not true. Christians have the same rights. They serve in the Knesset, which is the government of Israel. They serve in the IDF. They serve in the police. They serve in every layer and aspect of Israeli society. And what we have now is a terrible war going on. We have a ceasefire with Iran, and we have continued hostilities in Lebanon against Hezbollah. You have tens of thousands of IDF soldiers that have been called up. These are IDF soldiers that are Jewish, many of them religious or not religious, Muslim, Druze, and Christians. Tens of thousands of Israeli soldiers participating at all levels of the Air Force and ground forces and intelligence. And what do we have? One photograph of two soldiers committing a shameful act of vandalism. And this, we know, will be inflated and exaggerated by the Candace Owens and the Tucker Carlsons and the other people like that of this world. And what will be suppressed is this, the truth. What will be suppressed is what Israel is really about, what Israeli society really is. What will also be not suppressed and not talked about is what God is doing in Israel. He is regathering his people. He is restoring this nation. He is restoring relationships. These types of anti-Israel people will, they'll easily skirt over the whole concept of love your enemies or Jesus forgives, and they will spew hatred, and they will be intellectually dishonest as they point fingers at a photograph with one person standing behind the camera and another person doing a shameful act that is condemned by the state of Israel, by the ministers in the government. Gideon Sa'ar, the foreign minister, came out with a very strong statement, both advocating and standing with the Jewish population of Israel, but also condemning the act. Our partners, our Jewish partners that we work with, Bridges for Peace, have also come out, many of them, in making statements of this shameful behavior. And it is shameful, and it should be condemned. But we don't go that extra mile that the Israel hater, the anti-Semite, will naturally go in trying to cloak all Jews or all Israelis as being this anti-Christian malevolent force. That is not the truth. The truth is God keeps his covenant with Israel. We are grafted in. God is regathering his people. He's restoring them, like Ezekiel 36, which talks about him sprinkling this nation. And in the midst of that restoration, which, by the way, is happening all over the world, every nation has their bad apples. And so if you're going to blame all Israel, well, then I guess you got to blame all Brits, Americans, Canadians, and basically every single human being for doing something shameful at a time in their life, stepping out of the norm, breaking the law, or whatever. So the reality is, this does not reflect on the nation of Israel. God's hand is still on this nation. Bridges for Peace is still at work. And please, keep Israel in your prayers. And if a neighbor, a friend, or somebody makes a ridiculous comment about this photo, set them straight with the truth. God bless you.